So the offense out there, and the Broncos making the call to go for two here.
The Broncos will line up for the two-point conversion.
Nick's going to try and throw for it. And the two-point pass falls incomplete. They tried to get aggressive, but it doesn't work.
Broncos 6. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Things trim back down to a single-point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Set to return it. Here's Will Shipley. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. First and 10. Here's Hurts. Forced out to his right. It connects on the deep shot. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They go play fake with Hurts. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Hurts trying again on second down. This is complete. Downfield to Smith. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
It's a gain of 28
The Eagles decide to spend their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
1st and goal at the 10-yard line.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Hurts throwing again. Catch made. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Nearly got to the end zone there.
A gain of 7.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. It's Hurts once again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles will add to their lead at the end of the half. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles grow their lead to 8.
14. Broncos 6. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Fielded just shy of the end zone. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here comes the final play of our first half. Yep, as expected. They go to the ground to start this one off. And he could not break beyond the line. So that's how our half's going to end.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Fields this one at the 3. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Out of the gun, it's Nix. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. And that brings up second down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered gate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. A give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. And he started to get through the lane before it closed. 3 yards there. Sidney Brown in on that stop.
Down by Sidney Brown. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Intended for Evan
Nice
Ingram.
work by the defense on that drive, Brock, as it looks like they're going to get off the field here with a 3 and out.
Yeah, kept them from generating any sort of momentum to give this drive legs. We know offenses, they've got to see the chains move to get it going, but that forcible hit knocked the ball loose.
The offense is not coming off this field. They're trying it on 4th and 7. He'll throw it. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10.
No touch it. Crowd left Yeti. No touch it.
From the pistol, Hurts. He's got it near the 8. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles push their lead further to start the half.
Eagles.
It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Eagles lead by 15 now.
21. Broncos 6. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. So first down from the 41. Play action with Nix. He finds his running back, R.J. Harvey. And he looks it forward to the 43-yard line. Zach Bond with the tackle.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
Nix looking to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
For Evan Ingram.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Third and long for him here. Escapes the pocket. He's going for it himself. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. It's a massive 35-yard pickup. First down.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
On first down, it's Nix. Eagles are on it, and down he goes. Looking quickly here.
It's a 10-yard loss. Brings up 2nd and 20 at the 32-yard line.
Throwing here, Nix. Completed to his running back. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
R.J. Harvey.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's got Sutton complete. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
6 yards. That's good for a Broncos first down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
From the red zone now. Can't connect on the throw to his running back. That's an incomplete pass. Takes him to 2nd down.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Shotgun handoff to Harvey. And they make a stop at the last minute. It's a game down to the 1.
Stop short of the
moving quickly,
line.
trying to get set
a
again.
Gain of 5 yards brings up 3rd and goal.
And this might be a free play. Let's see what they do. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. But now all eyes going to turn to those officials. We got to see if this flag is going to take it away. So the offense out there, and the Broncos making the call to go for 2 here.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he goes down. The pressure gets home, and they will not take another 2 off that lead.
Eagles 21, Broncos 12. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
So we've got ourselves a 9-point game now as they'll kick this off. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Hurts setting up to throw. It's a screen to Barkley. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
Complete to number 26.
Defense all over that
Barkley.
throw. You could just smell it.
No gain on the play.
They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. He's running it right on the option, and they'll pitch it out to him. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe, Brock, as he's set out.
A gain of
All set now, 1st and 10.
And an Eagles 1st down.
Hurts tucks it, starts running. He hits the lane perfectly for an 8-yard pickup. It's 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 9.
So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter.
Yard.
It's Eagles football trying to carry this lead across the finish line. Just a yard left to go on 2nd down.
No touch it.
Hurts tucks it, starts running. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Offense to the line fast.
A 7-yard gain.
73.
That's good for an Eagles 1st down.
On 1st down, Hurts. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Option play, they give it to Barkley. And 2nd down only works out for a yard. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
Tackled by Zach Allen. It's a gain of a yard. And
Silver.
3rd down.
No touch.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. On the move, headed right. Going all the way to the end zone here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. thought he had a touchdown there. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
There's a lot of studies done every offseason, Kate, about the best red zone offenses. And typically, it's about creative quarterbacks, doing just what he tried to do right there in extending the play out of the pocket. The problem is there was just nowhere for him to go with the ball.
Crowd left Yeti. Crowd left Yeti. Trimmer. Hey, 73. No, sir.
Hurts now on 4th. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Incomplete.
Certainly looking for that nail in the coffin, the knockout punch, a touchdown, and 3-possession lead that could put this one out of reach. Hey, it's a luxury they could afford to take in that spot. Built themselves up a little buffer here, Kate, but it's never over until it's over.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense in a hurry up here.
A loss of 7 brings up 2nd and 17 at the 26-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Nix. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
I hate to be Mr. Negative Guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Third and long for Nix. Quick slant, caught by Sutton. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield.
23 yards.
Well, most drives should end right there, but they beat the defense and converts on 3rd and 17.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Nix with it on 1st. He finds Ingram working downfield here. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos have cut it to a 3-point game here in the 4th.
I got to say, with the type of throw that took, and then where he made that catch, it had taken all 11 defenders and maybe a couple extra from the sidelines to keep him out of the end zone. Not only did he earn it, I felt like he deserved that touchdown.
Now the offense and Nix coming to the line, looking to tack on 2 more.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Back to throw now. Oh, and he's got a man open, complete. And he is hit well behind the line. It goes down. They're not able to make much of anything on that 2-point attempt.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Big speed with the return. This makes it up to the 25.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10.
No touch that. No touch.
Now pitch it to Barkley. And they come through with a big stop there. Got him down for the loss as they keep fighting back here in the 4th.
Back at the 20-yard line.
73. No touch.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. This one isn't looking much better, Brock. He's saying it's another loss. That's 2 in a row. They've got third down now coming up. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Eagles only up by a few. Let's see what they went with. Third down. Johnson now in motion right. Back to throw it. Buys time, rolling right. Moving right, airs it. Wow, still throwing, and this is intercepted. Sertan has it.
The third down pass.
I'm not going to lie, when he dropped back to pass, I was surprised they were willing to put it in the air. But how about this defense? They weren't surprised, and now they give their offense a chance to go win it.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10.
Oh, my son! Bombers, bombers, bombers. Ready. Let anyone hunt. Olay, olay, olay. Olay, olay, olay. Olay, olay, olay. 44. Chill.
He'll look to throw it. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there.
Second down and 10.
So it's second down coming up.
Captain. Oh, my son! Ready. Let anyone hunt. 11. Olay.
Here he is to throw. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And complete inside the 35. That one now some 33 yards and a new set of downs, too.
Kate, I've probably seen a million balls thrown in my life, and maybe even more. From the time I was in high school all the way here to the pros, and over all these decades of watching guys throw it, and I'll tell you what, I never get tired of watching a laser like that.
Ready. Let anyone hunt. Nice 44. Chill.
Setting up to pass. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, that brings up second down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Ready. Bombers.
Back to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Jahan Campbell makes the play. And this one may be out of reach now because the defense comes through with 6.
Gosh, I love that play on so many levels, Kate. Making the interception, already a terrific effort by everybody involved. But to put the cherry on top, to take it all the way back to the house, it required extra effort from everybody, and they get the job done.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. And this kick was just mishit. It is wide left and no good.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Well, probably still thinking about that missed extra point, partner, but he's got to move past it quick as he gets forward to send this one away. On the return, here's Mims. You're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33.
On the return, the Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10.
Olay, olay, olay. Almost set. Ready. Olay, olay, olay. Olay.
Back to the air. Nix after the pick. Flush down out to his left. Falls to the ground out left. Incomplete.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Almost set. Captain, ready.
Again on 2nd and 10. Nix. Connecting on the slant. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Broncos have to hurry here. Clock still running.
Brings up 3rd
to throw.
and 5.
Trying to push deep downfield. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. Has room down the left sideline. And the Eagles, they're going to be set up and goal to go after a great return down inside the 10.
They'll take over.
I don't know about you, but I'm a little surprised that one didn't make it all the way back for 6. Took some amazing effort from the guys making the tackle to save a touchdown, but still an outstanding return from a defense that since they needed the big play, they found it. In that close, those are supposed to be money in the bank to change. And it's always a little surprising and stunning to see one miss. And you can bet on the sideline, they were counting on having those 3 points.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Olay, olay. Almost set. Ready. Olay, olay, olay. Olay, olay, olay.
Back to work after throwing the pick. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. No luck finding his receiver that time.
2nd and 10.
And it sets up 2nd down. We'll try again from the 20 after the incompletion.
Almost set. Ready.
2nd down. Here's Nix again. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked off Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles bring it all the way back inside the red zone before he's finally hauled down.
We're watching the defense not just generate turnovers, but really add to them. A return like that, think about it, that's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception, yet another one, count.
Jake Elliott out to put up 3 for the Eagles. This is a 35-yard look from the right hand. Elliott connects there. That grows their lead to 12.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game and really leaves only 1 remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. On the return, here's Mims. And he takes the return out of bounds.
Marvin Mims on the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
All right, this is going to be the final play of the game.
Captain. Almost set. Ready. Bombers. Olay.
One final shot here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win. Well, as they celebrate to the boos of the home crowd, I'm sure you're having flashbacks, buddy. It's got to be music to